And it is interesting. You mentioned that people are more concerned about your association with Latter-day Saints as opposed to, atheists or these other groups, which, they're great people everywhere. But there's this fear that because of your association with Latter-day Saints, something might become tainted in the content of The Chosen. Obviously, I don't speak for all Latter-day Saints.
Right.
But if I had the opportunity to influence The Chosen, I don't think I'd change a dang thing. I love it. I think it's great. I think the Jesus that is portrayed is great. I don't know if that is going to bring comfort to people that are concerned about this issue or make them even more terrified that we've, slipped things in there. But hopefully it's comforting that I don't think that Latter-day Saints have any issue with what you're doing and how you're doing it.
Yeah, there's been a few, you see in the comment sections, there's been many Latter-day Saints who were concerned because we were using the set that's owned by the church in Goshen, Utah, that they were endorsing the evangelical perspective or endorsing the show per se. And I've made it very clear, the LDS church is just as passionate about saying we're not endorsing or officially involved in this show anymore that I'm endorsing or am officially involved with the LDS church. We are using the set. They believe that the show is a good thing. Obviously, if they didn't believe it was a good thing, if they believed it was damaging, they wouldn't let us use it. They have the opportunity to make sure that we are not doing anything that would embarrass the church or contradict the cause of Christ or contradict the character intentions of the Gospels. But otherwise, they have no interest in trying to influence the show. I have had zero pushback on anything in the content of the show. And I work with, from the church, first of all, but also with those that I work with, who have outright said they don't want to have influence on the show, other than the fact that they want it to be a show about Jesus. I don't really honestly know. There's not a whole lot of things in the Gospels that I can think of, other than perhaps certain beliefs about when Jesus took on the sin of the world, whether it was in Gethsemane or when it was on the cross. Some of those types of things, like what Jesus meant by a couple different things. But let's just say worst case scenario, me being around LDS folks has somehow more of an impact on my creativity than being around the atheists or agnostics or Catholics or Greek Orthodox or whatever else that I'm around. And somehow I'm going to get influenced by something untoward or different than what my entire 45 years of life have brought me to. Let's just say that happens. I don't even know what that would look like. Like, is Jesus going to be in the Garden of Gethsemane going, oh my goodness, and kind of look at the camera and say, the weight of sin is all being held at this moment right now, or
Right.
Is he going to be on the cross and Mary's going to be like, oh, Jesus, you're experiencing the weight of sin all at once. And he's going to be like, no, that already happened last night. I don't know what that would look like. So, there's no, we don't have those kinds of discussions. There's been no, hey, wait a second, that might turn off some LDS folks, so be careful. There's been none of that.